If you're thinking about buying a new build home, there are many things to think about. Here are 6 different things that you should question before buying a new build home. The first thing you should think about is what your timeline is. If you're thinking about moving relatively quickly, some new build communities might not be building out that quick enough. So I've seen some wait times before they even start building a new build, 6, 12, 8, even 18 months down the line before they even start building your home. So if you are thinking about buying and you need to get in there in the next few months, definitely be sure to ask the sales representative or your real estate agent about that. But luckily, there are different things you can do and incentives they might have on quick delivery homes. Quick delivery homes are homes that either have fallen out of escrow because the buyer didn't perform, or maybe they just didn't find a buyer in time. So their loss is your gain. My number 2 pick for you is budget. Watching your budget can be very important when buying a new build home because there's not one set amount. First, you get under contract on the home, and then you start picking out those upgraded features if you have the opportunity to. And costs can start to go up kind of quickly. So be sure to think about what your budget is beforehand. And some things that aren't included in many new home builds is a backyard. Now, many times they will include a front yard and work on that, and you'll have front landscaping, so you don't have to worry about that right off the get-go. But sometimes you'll have the backyard that you're gonna have to get landscaped, and depending how big that backyard is, it can be just a few $1,000s up to tens of thousands of dollars. Not only that, most don't provide a refrigerator and washer and dryer as well. So you are going to have some appliances you might have to purchase as well. So think about your budget. Now, the third thing for you to think about is what they always say, location, location, location. And with that location, you're going to be buying a home and building out where it's going to be, and they might still be building out in this community for a year or 2 later. And with that build out, you're going to have to worry about all the construction traffic coming through, just like this truck coming through right now. You're going to have to worry about things going by your house all the time, noise and loud things like that happening. Not only that, you might have to worry about dust. I actually purchased a new build earlier this year, and with that, with moving in there, I learned that you're going to get lots of traffic, lots of dust, and maybe that best way and quickest way out of the neighborhood, you might not be able to get out of often because it's blocked. So just look at where you're located at and how long it's going to take to build out that community. My 4th pick for you to think about when buying into a new home community is what amenities are included, and with those amenities, when are they going to be completed? Now, again, I told you I moved into a new build community earlier this year. And when I moved in, one of the provided amenities was a gym. Many new build communities host things like gyms, pools, hot tubs, clubhouses, different things like that. And with those different amenities, and it's a newer community, they might not be done when you move into that house, but you're still paying that HOA fee. So that is something to think about if that's really important to you, when those amenities are going to be done. Just because they say it's going to be in the community, it might not be for a few months or a year later. So ask your sales representative when those amenities will be completed. All right, we're at number 5. And one thing you really need to think about when purchasing a home right from the beginning in a new build is financing. If you're going to be financing this purchase of a new build, you're going to need to either work with a mortgage professional, or many new build communities actually have an in-house financing option. And with that though, you do have to look at the different rates. A lot of times they might have some incentives, but if you like working with a local mortgage professional, they can many times either match or beat the rate and incentives that the builder's giving out. So definitely be sure to reach out to your local mortgage professional before committing to the local financing of a new home builder. My 6th and final pick for you when buying a new build home is looking at the upgrades. Now, you go through this model home. This model home is actually still being built right now, but you go through these beautiful model homes and you see all these fancy upgrades and things look really nice, and you don't really know how much in upgrades have been put into these model homes. So one thing you can do when you're looking at the model homes is ask the sales representative how much money was put into that model home. Sometimes they will know that number. I've seen some where they've done $200,000 to $300,000 in upgrades to a model home. So definitely something to think about before going in there, so you're not have sticker shock when you move into your home, or picking out upgrades and seeing how much some upgrades are that you were maybe expecting were standard. So find out what's standard when buying a new build home and what upgrades are included. Another great question that some new home sales reps might know is how much the average buyer spends in upgrades for that specific model. That way, you might know what to expect from that base price. If it's $50,000 on top of that, you're going to know that ahead of time. And that falls right back into our number one, where it was budgeting everything out. Now, there's many things to think about when buying in a new build community, and hopefully the 6 that I gave you today helped give you a little bit more idea of what to expect when buying a new build home. If you have any questions on this, you can always reach out to me at the number below, and I'll be happy to answer those questions a little bit more in depth for you. But hopefully I didn't talk you out of buying a new build home today, because there are so many great things about living in a new build community. You do have the structural 10-year warranty for many of them, and they have the 1 year on top of that. So different incentives like that. You're going to be the first one living in this new home and making it yours. If you're starting from the very beginning, you're going to be able to pick out the exact upgrades you want to make it yours and make it your home. So lots of really cool things and incentives for buying your own new build home. So if that's something you are thinking about, again, you can always reach out to me and I'd be happy to answer your questions for you. Or if you're ready to go take a look at some new homes, give me a call. Let's go take a look. There's many great new homes on the market right now for you to buy. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any other questions, we filmed a video up here in Ranchera just a couple months ago. That's where we are today. You can click on it right up here in the corner and you can watch that video right now. Otherwise, feel free to click the videos on here on the side to watch more of my other videos. Thank you again and have a great day.